Sugar donuts, crispy on the outside, delicious, fluffy, and soft in the inside. Hey everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, Sharon's Fun World. Today we're going to be making sugar donuts. I am so excited because this is my first time making sugar donuts. And remember to be checking my YouTube channel every week because I shall be posting a new video. So let's get cooking. By my side, I have my dry ingredients, which are 3 cups of flour, 1/4 cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and 2 teaspoons of dry yeast. I'm gonna start off by pouring these 3 cups of flour into my bowl. I'm going to add my 1/4 or quarter of sugar. Salt comes next. And then my dry yeast. I will mix these all together now. After mixing my dry ingredients very well, I am going to start mixing my wet ingredients. By my side, I have 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and I'm going to put it in this small bowl. I'm going to now continue by adding 1 large egg. I'm going to mix both of these ingredients together now. I am now done mixing my wet ingredients and I'm going to put them aside. And I'm going to start and continue by mixing all of my ingredients together. So here I have my dry ingredients I had mixed earlier, and I'm going to add 35 grams of butter to my dry ingredients. And I think you might gonna guess what I'm gonna do next. Of course, mush all my ingredients together, the fun part. I always like how it feels. It feels so weird. Oh, and I also washed my hands before this so I don't get any of my germs into my ingredients. Now I have the crumbly texture that I wanted. Now I'm going to dig up a hole, and that's where I'm going to add my wet ingredients. I'm gonna start off by adding the egg and vanilla extract mixture. And I'm going to add 1/4 warm water to the mixture too. It's time to mix up all my ingredients together. It's very satisfying when you're making donuts or any kind of food recipe, so that's why I really love baking. I have been kneading my dough now, and I'm going to leave it to rise for 30 to 45 minutes, or you can do it for an hour. Before I let it rise, I'm going to oil the dough and the bowl. So here I have just a small splash of oil, and I'm going to gently just put some on my dough, and I'm just gonna spread it around the bowl. You might want to use all of the oil. It just lets it rise and doesn't make it stick to the bowl. Now that I'm done oiling my dough and my bowl, I'm going to allow it to rise for 30 to 45 minutes. I'm going to cover it with my napkin and leave it in a warm place. Meanwhile, the dough is rising. I'm going to sprinkle some flour on my tray just to, when I put the cut out dough, it doesn't stick. And remember, if you want your dough to rise very well, you should put it in warm places like oven or your microwave. My dough has been staying in a warm place for about 45 minutes, and I have put my baking tray aside. Now I have my setting, which I have lightly floured, and I'm going to put my dough on there, which I'm going to knead it on. I've learned this trick where you're supposed to get it and just fold it on top. It makes a very nice shaped ball. And later we're going to roll it out with a rolling pin. I've been rolling out my dough on my floured surface, and next I'm going to take a cup and a cap lid. If you have a donut cutter, please do not hesitate to use it in this kind of situation. So I'm just going to continue rolling my dough. This is what I want my dough to look like when I'm done rolling it. Now I'm going to get a cup and I'm going to push down, and then I'm going to get a cap lid and I'm going to move it. I have shaped the dough into donut forms, and I will add them onto my lightly floured tray. Leave some space so it'll give it more room to rise. Here I have my little baby donut holes, and I'm going to put them where there's some space in between the donuts. I have wrapped my donuts in the donut tray with plastic wrap, and I'm going to put it in the oven for 3 hours to rise. As you can see, my donuts have risen after 3 hours. So it has some bubbles, so that means it's risen very well. And I'm going to start frying. Remember, we're making sugar donuts. I'm very excited. My oil is heating up on medium heat, and I prepared a bowl with sugar in it for my donuts. I have a pan that has paper towel, so when I'm done frying my donuts, I can put it on the tray to drain the oil. Gently fry your donuts in the oil and move them around so they can fry evenly. Now I have flipped my donuts and they are golden brown on one side. I'm going to let them cook on the other side so they can turn golden brown too. The donuts are ready, so I'm going to put them on a tray so they can drain oil. This is also a very good part of making donuts, so you don't get very oily donuts, because that's not very pleasant. My donuts are fully drained, and I'm going to put it in the sugar. Remember, it has to be really hot. Now I'm going to put it on the tray that's beside me. It has to be hot or else the sugar won't stick. The yummy donuts are ready. If you have a golden shell, that means you're going to have a crispy bite to it. And inside, it's very soft and you're going to enjoy. I hope you guys liked my video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. Wow, it has a very crispy shell. It's soft and fluffy on the inside. This is amazing. Really hope you enjoyed my video. Remember to like, subscribe, and share to all your friends. See you next week. Bye. Sharon's Fun World.